Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us on our first podcast. We hope you enjoyed our trailer. I like to say everybody, and it's probably really just mom and dad.
You mean our moms and dads?
Yeah, our moms and dads. Thanks, mom and dad, for joining us. Today, we are going to be discussing real estate in Greenville, which we had said we're not going to plan on moving forward, do many of these kinds of episodes because, as we said prior, nobody really wants to hear this. We did have feedback that we would like to do, top neighborhoods in Greenville.
Favorite
neighborhoods voted on by the residents, and we are going to say this again. This has been voted on by the residents. This is not our opinions inserted in this in any way, shape, or form.
We are not violating any federal fair housing laws. We are not suggesting that these are our preferences.
No.
We just put it out there and said, hey, send us your favorite neighborhoods in Greenville, and people responded.
So our followers on Facebook and Instagram were the ones who answered this. So if you have other neighborhoods that you want to submit as your favorite, please let us know. Yeah. That's important to us. Obviously, this is our livelihood and this is our day job. So knowing what the best neighborhoods in Greenville are and family favorites and favorites in general is helpful to us all around, but also people moving to Greenville. So anyway, to start, how long have you been here?
So we moved here in 2011 from at the time we were in Roanoke, Virginia. And then husband got an awesome job here where we actually got to see him, and he has normal people hours. So we've been here since 2011. I had one weekend to come down and buy a house by myself. So I picked the house and I was like, please let him like it. And so we ended up in the Five Forks area. What about you?
Yeah. I went to Clemson and then moved to Charlotte after Clemson, and then we moved to Greenville in 2007. So we've been down here now for 13 years.
Yeah.
Which is pretty long.
Yeah.
Still don't say y'all.
I do say y'all. I do. I got on the y'all train. So I'm originally from Miami, Florida, which is so far south. You have to go north to get to the south. But like my grandparents said y'all, so I'm on the y'all train.
I'm on the you guys train.
You guys?
Yeah.
You guys?
I just still can't. I can't make myself.
Y'all.
I know. And people like from Clemson, I don't have a very northern accent.
No.
I don't think so. A lot of people thought I was from Ohio or Florida.
Well,
Neutral.
half of Ohio does live here now.
Right.
So that's understandable. But buggy's a word that bothers me. Buggy.
Correct.
Because it's a cart.
Correct.
Yes.
That is right.
Yeah.
A buggy is for babies.
British babies.
Right. But in my head, it's just what you wheel your baby dolls around in.
Yeah.
Like a little buggy or a horse and buggy.
Yes.
Other words that, like if I say hoagie.
Hoagie? You mean a sub?
Right. I get a lot of looks.
The word grinder makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, no, I don't ever say that.
Okay.
And I do, like my freshman year when I moved to Clemson, the girls still made fun of me. They're like, can I get you a soda? I'm like, I don't sound like that, but I do say soda.
I say soda too. Yeah.
Okay. Well, everyone here calls it Coke, no matter if it's Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
This is very confusing.
Yeah. And true sacrilege, I drink unsweetened tea.
I don't like any kind of tea.
Really?
No. And everyone's always like, oh, we got to try this kind of tea. And I'm like, I don't like tea. I'm not going to like that kind of tea. So anyway, besides that, the only other word I think that gives me away hardcore is tournament.
Tournament?
Yeah. So I try to avoid saying certain things so people don't call me out, but that's one. People are like, tournament.
So my kids are now going to a private school, and it's a little bit of a more rural. And my oldest plays football, and I absolutely love going to the football games. A, partly to watch him play, but B, the announcer for the games is amazing. Ooh. And so they say things like, they almost have that one. It was fourth in a cow barn. And I was like, how long is a cow barn? And so in my head, I'm trying to think, fourth in a cow barn. Does that mean we're like how? Ooh. So now I listen very closely. So it was like fourth in a cow barn. He almost caught that one. He was like a half a sandwich away. Like there was all these amazing. Yes. So it's like my favorite thing now is listening.
So like a 6-inch grinder.
making me uncomfortable. Or a hoagie.
Yeah. 6-inch hoagie away.
Yes, close.
That is funny. I'm actually very curious about the cow barn now.
You see, now I'm going to have to go and
I
measure
feel like
a
it'd
cow
be like
barn.
10 yards.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to have to measure one.
To-do list. Measure a cow barn. So real quick, we're going to segue into the history of Greenville.
Oh.
I was doing my homework this week, and
It's like teacher time. It's Mrs.
I
Wills.
know. I figured this would be like
Greenville
a little,
history.
like 2 minutes of just a little history lesson. I did do e-learning, so I did make my boys call me Mrs. Wills, and they got a kick out of that. But anyway, so Greenville was named after Nathaniel Greene, and he was a hero in the Southern Revolution.
Okay. Hero and Southern Revolution.
Yeah,
Okay.
like the war.
I'll leave that alone. Yep.
So, anyway, thank you to Nathaniel Greene.
I just want, like, now I feel like I need to look it up and make sure he wasn't like some like racist murderer or something in there.
Probably was.
I'm going to have to research this now.
Hero in the American Southern Campaign after the Revolution.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what it says about him. So Greenville was named after him. I'm not saying I know his character. I'm just giving facts. In the 1800s, Greenville became a heavy cotton mill town. Mm-hmm. So we have a lot of mills. If you go downtown, we try to preserve them, and I love that. So we were actually at work recently at Judson Mill, which is a new, huge development. They're going to have office space, apartments, retail, restaurants, and it is centered around an old historic cotton mill, which I think is very interesting. Yeah. There's a lot of historic streets that they've preserved, which include Hampton Pinckney, Earl Street, and Pettigrew.
Earl Street, Halloween.
Halloween's coming up.
Yeah.
Yes, Earl Street is huge on Halloween. It's exciting. Golf carts, people. It's nuts.
It's a show. If you guys don't know about Earl Street and Halloween, Google it, check it out. They do a big thing. I don't know COVID wise what's happening there, but there's usually a parade. Mm-hmm. It's a big deal. Earl Street and Halloween.
Yeah, it's super fun. Few numbers to throw out. So Greenville County has 491,000 current residents. Okay. I'm an accounting nerd. I like numbers. By 2023, the population is expected to grow by 8%. Nice. So people are still really coming down here. I think.
What brought you down here?
Clemson.
Okay.
Which
so you went
was
to Clemson
random. Yeah, but my neighbor had actually graduated there, and I thought it was way too far to go. But I did go onto the campus and was like, yes. Okay. Then I was highly alarmed by the man thigh that I saw around because New Jersey, we didn't see man thigh. And then I came down here and it was like
it's a thing.
Pink shorts.
It's a thing.
There's Sperry's.
There's a lot of thigh. There's a lot of man thigh.
And it was not acceptable.
I'm a fan.
I'm not a fan.
I am. My husband does the shorty shorts.
He does?
It's
Dr.
his
Bill?
thing. Yes, it's his thing. It's like his signature thing.
Okay. I didn't expect that of
We're
him.
big in scouting, and he even got like the 70s scouting shorts that are like really obscene.
Oh,
and he wears
my
them
gosh.
with the high socks. It's something to behold.
That's hilarious.
Yes.
But that's almost not like the Southern way.
Yeah,
That's just like the Bill Steigerwald way. He's starting a new trend.
Something. He's starting something.
Yes. Yeah. But anyway, so I came down here to go to Clemson, loved it, and then stayed. So I feel like when I go home now, I don't necessarily belong. And then when I'm here, it's not my like home. We're making it our home.
Yeah.
I love it here.
Yeah.
Median age in Greenville is 38. Yeah.
I'm a little surprised about that.
Yeah.
That's young.
It is young.
Okay.
But I do feel like a lot of people retiring are coming.
Yeah.
The weather, it's just great. And property tax values.
Property taxes are low.
We have a lot of northern people moving because of the property taxes. We have a lot of companies that relocate because of taxes in general. I think they get a lot of tax breaks like in manufacturing in certain areas.
I've had a lot of New York clients and they come here and they have reverse sticker shock. They're like, oh my gosh, the taxes are so low and I afford so much more square footage.
Right. If the U.S. was rated at 100, the cost of living in Greenville is 89.8. Okay. And the cost of a home is 81.
See,
so it's that much more affordable.
You get a little bit more pay and a little bit less on your housing costs.
So if you're moving to Greenville, call us.
Yes, move to
We're here.
Greenville. We
We'll
love
help you.
Greenville.
Yeah.
My whole family moved to Greenville except for one sister.
Yeah, I got my sister moved. She went to University of Tampa, and then she came here, and now they have a family here, and they love it.
You're like you and your sister. You just totally left your parents. Like she went all the way to Tampa, and you went all the way to Clemson.
I know. We did. But now my parents are coming.
Yeah.
So they're going to retire in probably about 2 years and move here.
Nice.
Yeah. They already have a house. So I went there the other day and had a mommy break. Brought my sushi and wine.
You didn't call me.
It was like a staycation. I basically sat there. I think I watched The Hunger Games because it was always on TV. I didn't care what I watched. It was just silent.
Yeah.
Without the boys screaming. And I had just a moment to myself. So
I think we all should have a second place where we can go to and just have a moment.
I know. Yeah. I kind of can't wait till Bo gets older and I can just be like, bye. Bye. I'm leaving. We're not there yet, though.
Yeah.
I can't leave for 20 minutes without my husband being like, where are you?
Aww.
Aw.
You're needed.
Yeah.
You're loved.
Yes. Anyway, we're going to segue into favorite neighborhoods
As submitted.
by the residents of Greenville.
That's
not
right.
our opinions.
Not our personal opinions.
Okay.
So what did we get? What was one of the ones we saw fairly often?
We did. I feel like the ones that were submitted across the board multiple times. And if I'm the one writing in, then if I'm going to take the time to reply to this, I'm going to love my neighborhood. So I do feel like this is actually a good list. Across the board, I did also notice that most of these neighborhoods had pools and swim teams.
That's a big deal. I
It is
didn't
a big
realize that
deal.
when we moved here because even you'd think Miami swim team would be a big deal,
right.
but it's not. And it's a huge deal here. People are ravenous up there.
I thought it was a weird
team.
cult in our neighborhood because we have a swim team and it's a big, big deal. And then Bennett, we put him on guppies, and I got it. I was like, oh, it was so much fun, and you kind of go and you talk to other people, and you're like,
That
what's
doesn't
your
sound
mom?
like fun.
Well, I know. You sound like my neighbor. She's like, I'm not doing that. We're cult.
It looks like a lot. So luckily, none of my boys have gotten into it.
Yeah.
It looks like a lot of standing around to watch your kid for 30 seconds.
Right.
Okay.
Well, see, and we're not there yet. We were doing guppies, so he was constantly swimming.
Okay.
I mean, they'd help him,
They were in the pool with him?
They have the older helpers that have to help the kids so they don't, drown. Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
I thought you had to actually swim to be on swim team.
Well, not in our neighborhood. We're special. You have assistants in ours. It's really funny. And everyone has different strengths. Like there's some kids that, they're not great. And then the other ones come out. Clearly they had older siblings or their parents put them in a lot of swim lessons, which we haven't really done. So anyway, Bennett's probably not the strongest of the guppies.
He is an extra helper.
Yeah, he is a helper. We did not have guppies this year due to
COVID.
COVID. But anyway, so I did notice a lot of these had pools and swim teams.
Okay.
So it's funny. I do advertise on my listings swim team because it is a big deal, and I think it is a way to get to know your neighbors.
Yeah.
It's fun. So anyway, starting with Simpsonville.
Okay.
We've got Kilgore Farms.
I'm a fan. Kilgore Farms. So I have a listing
just
in there.
have- yeah,
I've
you-
got a listing in there now. 20 Cedar Glen Way.
It's a great house.
It is a great house. And I think the interesting thing about Kilgore Farms, if you're not familiar with the neighborhood, the front half of the neighborhood is custom homes, or most of them. And then the back half was Legendary, now Meritage, or as people call it, Meritage.
Meritage.
I always say Meritage.
Bellagio.
Yeah.
Meritage. Yeah.
But they have two pools. They've got
Yep.
the pool in the front that's got the little kiddie area, and then the pool in the back. Tennis courts.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big neighborhood, and it's right next to Mesa.
Halloween's a big deal too over there. They have a lot of family events. Christmas,
Social
Halloween.
events.
Yep,
Yep.
they do. Price point there is probably, again, we're just estimating. Every house is different due to the builder, whatever, like 3s to 5s.
Yeah, 3s to 5s. Yeah.
Yep.
Depending whether it's custom or Meritage.
Yeah, I know.
We'll have to ask them.
I
I would say
know.
Meritage. Meritage.
I think I say
Meritage.
Meritage.
Okay. What else we got?
Orchard Farms.
Okay. That's another good one.
Yep, that is off of Roper Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Also has access on
Anderson Ridge.
Anderson Ridge.
And 14. There's 3.
Yes.
I think there's 3.
It's a big neighborhood.
It's a very big neighborhood.
They have a great clubhouse area.
Yeah. A big open field.
Mm-hmm.
We've done a couple like scout events out at that field because we've got several parents who live in that neighborhood. Sidewalks.
Good zones for great schools. Oakview,
I
think
Beck. JL Man.
Yep.
Okay.
And the price point there, we're probably not going to go to price points, but it's 200s, 300s.
Yeah, and you can get, I mean, not right now, but there have been like low 2s up to mid 3s, and
right.
I mean,
they go pretty quickly too.
They do, yeah,
very quickly.
Yeah.
We've got Stonehaven
off Woodruff Road.
Yep, and also 14 as an entrance. They have swim team. It's a big neighborhood.
Another big neighborhood.
Stonehaven 1 and Stonehaven 2.
Yeah.
So
lots of brick houses.
Yes.
Mostly you get
good
a few
size
vinyl.
yards.
Yeah. Very good sized lots. I will say
Yes.
for Stonehaven, they've got good sized lots in there.
The next one, Riverwalk. I think these are very comparable
Yes,
neighborhoods, in my opinion.
Yeah.
My opinion.
Yes.
So.
I get a lot of clients who will look in Riverwalk and Stonehaven.
Yes.
And I get some overlap with Kilgore Farms, the smaller homes in Kilgore Plantation, Riverwalk, Stonehaven, and sometimes like Ashton Springs.
Yeah. Yes, that's
very
actually
similar.
on the list too. They are, because Ashton Springs, Riverwalk, and Stonehaven, a lot of them are the brick,
Bigger
good size lots.
Yeah.
Community pools.
Yeah.
Swim teams. Ashton,
Riverwalk has like a cult following, I feel.
They do.
I know people who move from house to house
Yes.
and
in the
stay one.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yes. We've got Spalding Farm.
Yep.
Spalding Farm's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
It's
higher price
higher
point.
priced. They have big lots. It's very established. A lot of these, I will say, are established neighborhoods too.
Yeah.
I have noticed that they have the older trees and.
Yep.
So
and can I do a shout out for my listing in Spalding
you
Farm?
do? Yeah.
529 Spalding Farm Road.
It's a great
Oh
house.
my gosh, it's
I just
so
featured
beautiful.
the bathroom there.
I
I could just live in the bathroom.
It's humongous.
If they want to rent it out to me, let
It's
me know.
no joke like the size
I
of this
know.
area of the
It's
studio.
beautiful.
It's beautiful. So
Absolutely gorgeous.
go buy it. Somebody go buy it.
Call me, I'll show you.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else do we have? Cobblestone.
Yes.
Cobblestone. These are all in Simpsonville. So this is towards Anderson Ridge Road at the end of Roper Mountain. Gated community.
Big lots.
Big lots.
Yep.
Higher priced for sure.
They are higher priced, but they are beautiful houses.
They are.
I think when you drive through Cobblestone, it's just quaint trees. Quaint's not even the right word. It's a little more regal than that, but
Yeah.
it's a nice neighborhood. Pool up at the front, but most of the houses in there, a good majority of them have pools.
Right. Yeah, it's very family friendly. I do know like a lot of people in there.
Yeah.
And again, same zone for Oakview.
Yeah.
Beck and JL Man, I believe.
I believe so.
Yeah. I could be
believe so.
wrong on the middle school, but anyway.
Check Greenville County Schools.
Yeah. Roper Mountain Estates. Shout out to my neighborhood.
Yay.
So same thing. We have swim team, pool, lots of golf carts.
Nice clubhouse.
Nice clubhouse. I had my son's birthday party
Playground.
there. Yep, playground.
Yep.
Tennis courts, basketball courts. So
Good
it's
location.
fun. Yes, I love our location. We're
GE
close
folks.
to yes.
Yeah.
We're close to Woodruff Road, 385 and 85.
Yeah. And River Mountain.
Yep.
Yep.
All of it. We already mentioned Ashton Springs.
Yep.
And kind of Malden-ish, heading out that direction. Forester Woods.
Yep.
There's Forester Woods, Forester Creek,
Heights.
Estates.
Forester Heights.
There's
Yeah,
a bunch.
whole bunch.
It's actually named after
A Forester?
a forester. Shocking. Yes. And then, Plantation Green.
Yeah.
Also a gated community heading out towards the Malden area, but still, I think, a Greenville address.
Yeah, and it's super convenient. I know some people, you're right there at the dreaded Woodruff Road shopping, but not having to actually be on Woodruff Road for very long.
Yes. So those were our Simpsonville picks from the residents. We are heading into the Greer ones. We have a few in Greer. I love this neighborhood. Foxcroft.
Yes.
Established, just beautiful. They have the swimming pool. And then Foxcroft kind of goes into the Merrifield Park.
Yep.
So Hudson Road area.
Lots of trees. Big lots. Brick houses.
Lots of ranch styles.
Yes.
People love ranches.
Yeah.
And I think Foxcroft is one that has a lot.
Well, and if you're planning on expanding a house, I had a contractor tell me once that he loves to getting those, box brick ranches because then you just go straight up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Merrifield Park, like we said, and then two others that came up fairly often, Sugar Creek and Sugar Mill.
I feel like Riverwalk has their cult following.
I was about to say,
Sugar
we use
Creek
the word,
totally has a cult following.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Sugar Mill, they have a pool, but they also do swim team in Sugar Creek. Okay. So,
and there are a handful of neighborhoods that will allow people who don't live in that neighborhood to join the pool.
Yep.
And I think almost all the swim teams will let you, or most of them will let you join if you don't live in the neighborhood. Is that
yes.
correct?
Okay. A lot of them you can apply to be on the swim team. So
you might have to pay their HOA.
You do.
Yeah, their HOA fees for the year.
At least for us and a few of my clients have done that. But anyway, then heading more towards Greenville. So we've got Hollingsworth, which is a maintenance-free community. They have a lot of green space.
And there's a mix in there. I mean, you've got single-family houses. You've got a bunch of townhouses going in there right now.
Retail restaurants. They've got a Y.
Stella's. Brasserie.
I can't say that word either.
Stella's. On
Stella's.
Verde. Yeah.
They have townhomes, single-family. The brownstones are built.
There's a gated section.
They call the manor.
The manor, yep.
It's beautiful. And they have just a ton of green space. They have playgrounds for the kids.
Yep, the big park in the middle.
We do take our boys there a lot. And then heading towards like the Park and Mills area, there's Parkins Mill.
Yep.
A lot of ranch styles again, older, established, and the one that kept coming up, Gower.
Yeah.
Gower.
Yep.
People love Gower.
They do.
So there's a park there. There's swim team. People love it. Listings, again, in pretty much all these neighborhoods, they go very quickly.
Mostly, yeah.
So
everything's going quickly right now.
Yeah, low inventory.
Yeah.
And then, let's see, downtown pockets. You want to talk about some of the...
So Overbrook. Overbrook is one that a lot of people, we got what is that restaurant? Fork and Plow out there now.
Yes.
Really good. They're doing some new construction. You've got some older established neighborhoods over in the Overbrook area. A lot of we saw a lot on the Facebook page about the Augusta Road area. That's always a favorite for a lot of people.
Right.
We do a fair bit. Wilson Associates does in the Augusta Road area.
And Alta Vista, which is near Cleveland Park.
Yep.
Kind of leading out towards Augusta Road.
Always.
Chanticleer came up.
Okay.
A lot. Very, very established.
Gated?
No.
Part of it?
There's part of it.
That's what I thought.
Part of it is.
Okay.
Higher price point. Beautiful established neighborhood.
I mean, anytime you're getting close to downtown,
it's going to be.
The price point goes up.
Yep.
Convenience versus price.
Exactly. So then North Main, same thing. It's on the other side of downtown. A lot of people.
Restaurants everywhere popping up over there.
Yes. Yeah. They just built a whole new development. And retail, Harris Teeter. I mean, it's great.
The Drift Float Spa. Have you ever done that?
No.
I have.
So it's basically you just lay in a pod.
Yes.
Of water.
Yes. Super salty water.
Salty water.
Yeah. And like when you first get in there, once you're in, pro tip, don't touch your face. Because like I went to go like scratch and the water's super salty and it got my eye and I was like, it burns. Like the depths of the ocean are in your eyeballs. So don't.
So that sounds relaxing.
That. It was very relaxing. It was very zen, burning my eye.
Yeah.
Burning my cornea off.
I'm always curious about it because it sounds relaxing, but until I imagine them closing the pod on my head and then.
Well, they don't do it because you're naked, so you do it.
Oh, you close. Oh, right.
Well, I mean, I go naked.
Right. Well, yeah, I guess you would.
But so the first time I had this like beautiful experience, it was like super relaxing and I like got my brain to shut off. And then the second time I made the mistake of booking the appointment when I had a lot to do that day. Oh. And I was like, I'll do it in the morning and I'll be super zen all day. And I'm laying there like, I need to do so much stuff. Brain shut up. Right. Oh my God, you're doing so much things. And all you're doing is laying in a pod.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you can zone out, it is awesome. Blissful experience. Drift. Y'all send me a gift card. Drift.
Yes.
Free plugs.
She likes Drift. If she didn't say it before. We've got North Main. We already said that. Yep. And then west end of Greenville. There's a lot going on in the west end.
Anchorage.
Yes.
So we talk about food a lot. It's one of my favorite restaurants.
I actually have not been there.
What?
I know.
Yeah, I love it.
So if you want to get me a gift card.
Yeah, we'll totally go. Menu changes, good cocktails.
I've heard great things.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
And then off of Parkins Mill towards downtown, we've got Eastover, Nickeltown. A lot of people choose to go into that area because it's a little bit more affordable than Parkins Mill.
Yeah.
So they're all kind of intertwined.
Yeah, and so like Parkins Mill, when you get more towards Lawrence Road, there's that pocket behind Greenville Tech area where you can still get a house somewhat close to downtown for under $300,000, which is just it's a harder price point. The closer you get in past 385, I feel it's just been difficult to find anything in that under 300 price point.
Yes, so. I know. The only other one I feel like I failed to mention was Botany Woods.
Oh, Botany Woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People love Botany Woods.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's big into Halloween and family activities. They have a swim team. They have the pool, everything. So great location. You're still, you're heading towards Taylor's.
Yep. Off Wade Hampton.
Yep. But those were the neighborhoods that were submitted to us by the residents.
Yay. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, we appreciate that. And obviously, if you're looking to move here, this can be a good resource for you to look at. And anyway, we appreciate the people who submitted their opinions and gave this to us. And if we miss some, then you need to follow us and you need to send us what you believe we missed.
Yeah,
so,
maybe we can do something where we hit up, Easley Powdersville area, which is really growing.
I feel like we didn't hit Fountain Inn.
I
didn't
love
get
Fountain
any.
Inn. I think Fountain Inn's so cute.
Yes, it's really up and coming because then now they're making the Fountain Inn High School.
Yeah.
So that area is growing. So if you have a favorite neighborhood out there or in Easley, Powdersville, Taylor's, we didn't really hit Taylor's, I noticed.
Yeah.
And even kind of Malden.
Yep.
So we
send us your favorite
we just
neighborhood
didn't
and
have
why.
people submit. So these were the ones that were given repeatedly. But anyway, I think, we didn't want to bore you too much with real estate. So hopefully that was informative for you. And if you want to hear anything else from us in a real estate base, feel free to call us or message us. We have the information that'll be available after the podcast. So thank you for joining us today. And we look forward to the next podcast with you.
See you soon.
See ya.